With DP Addiction Adventures. So glad you guys could make it. How you doing this lovely Friday night? Everybody ready to go? I am. I'm working on my Get Your Big On. All right. I just kind of threw some pizza down my stomach, so if any inappropriate burps come out, so sorry. Teresa R., you made it first. Excuse me. Hey, Christy. Hey, Robert. Hey, Elizabeth. Hey, Angie. Angie's like, Elizabeth, are you following me or am I following you? Hi, Lorinda. Happy Friday. Hey, Mary Ann. Hey, Jessica. So good to see you. Hey, Tia. Hola. ¿Cómo está? Hey, Mickey Sunshine. Hey, Jill. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm going to take a drink of water because I literally just stuffed down some pizza. Hi, Diamond Art Addiction. Good to see you. Not a problem, Creative. Thanks for stopping in. Hey, Brittany. Good to see you. I'm working on my DP Get Your Big On. The thumbnail before you came in is what it's supposed to be. It's a 5-panel. And I'm working on one of the, like, middle inside panels. Not to worry, Teresa. Glad you made it. Hey, Lisa B. Congratulations on winning a drawing. All right, so I am trying to remember which symbol I did because I just switched symbols right before dinner game. And I want to make sure I don't revert back to the other symbol. Have you guys done that before? Like you switch out a symbol and you're working on a diamond and now you're working on a heart and you have a brain fart and keep sticking it on the hearts. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Anyway, this week I am glad it's over. I'm glad the weekend is starting. Mickey, I'm sorry I missed your live. We were finishing up the Star Wars series we introduced my daughter to starting last week. Hey, Rebecca. Good to see you. Hey, Brian. Glenn Carr's in the house. I miss you, girl. I always get your great, thank you so much for your great comments. They're always so sweet. Always makes me smile. And all the emojis. Where do you find that many emojis? I just started learning, not learning, but starting to do more emojis than one at a time. Star Wars is important. Hey, Claudette. Good to see you. Yes, you made it. You made it. Today, after work, I had to get out of the house, so I decided to go to Dollar Tree because there's this little planter, yes, that you plant things in that I've wanted. And we have one right up the street, but it's kind of like the ghetto Dollar Tree, like nobody really cares area of town. And so I had my mask on because in Michigan it's supposed to be required when you're inside. Ah, maybe. Thank you, Diamond Art Addiction. Oh, yeah, that'll go towards my TSA I'm saving up for. So then if I use your code, it's like me giving back to you, right? That is so sweet of you. So I went to Dollar Tree and I had my mask because, like I was saying, in the state of Michigan, it says that there's an order that you're required to wear a mask. So I go into the store and like 50% of the store is not wearing a mask. They are like running. I mean, this one family had their 4 kids with them. They're running around the store, like cutting in front of you. People are lined up, even though there's tape for 6 feet apart. They're all on top of each other. And I was just like, okay. So I get up to the register and I asked the lady, who looked like she wasn't having a good day to begin with, and she didn't have a mask on. And I said, hey, is there a reason, like, you guys, because I had gone to a Dollar Tree like last week, and they were telling us it was right when the order had come out, like you had to have a mask to go in. And so they were saying at the door, excuse me, I'm sorry, you can't come in without a mask. And so I was asking this woman, and she looked at me. I tell you, if looks could kill, I would be dead. And so she looked at me and she's like, you can't force people to do things. Like, okay. Oh my gosh. Let's see what I missed. Tia, I'm doing great. How are you, girl? Diamond Art Addiction, thank you for the support. Brian, hey, Rebecca. Brittany found a new favorite drink. Tried Dr. Pepper and cream soda. Diamond Art Addiction is working and lurking. So is Lisa B. Angie said no, but I love both of those flavors. Tia's also working on her Big On. Tia, you just wanted me to say that, didn't you? Hey, Advent Nice. Good to see you. Angie's loving Mountain Dew Zero. Missed some of the story. It's okay. I'm not finished with it yet. You can't force people to do anything, not even for... Yeah, so back in the train up, there's this huge controversy that I keep saying court order, sorry. The state order from the governor says unless deemed medically, you can't have it medically. So there's this little wiggle room, and so that means that the stores choose whether or not they're going to allow people in, because if they say, no, you can't come in without a mask, and someone says, well, I medically need to, or I medically can't wear a mask, it's awkward. Then you get in the whole, like, rights thing. But I was just trying to call attention because literally I knew 50% of the store did not have a mask on. And I knew 50% of that store did not have a medical condition. And I knew the family of 6, I think it was 2 sisters and then their 4 kids. And the kids were running around everywhere. I knew there was not a medical condition. And so I was just asking because I didn't want anyone coughing on me. We live, in a county that has it. And so I was like, is there a reason? Because there were people at other places that would say, excuse me, and how they would get around it is like, excuse me, can I offer you a mask? And then the person can say, no, thank you. And then you leave it at that. So I asked the cashier, and that's when she was like, yeah, no, you can't require anybody to do anything or wear a mask. And she just looked at me, and she didn't talk to me. She didn't look at me the rest of the time. And she didn't have her mask on. It was around her neck. And she was like, I don't know. And I'm kind of passive aggressive, guys.
You never.
I I waited for her to tell me my total because I wanted to make her talk to me. So the total was up on the screen, what I owed, and she didn't want to tell me. And so I just stood there with my card and waited. And she was like, that'll be like 18 something. And I was like, okay. So then I paid. And then the little thing says, do you want a receipt or not? And I was like, yes. And she was going to put it in the bag. And I was like, can I have that receipt? I was like pushing all her buttons. Oh my goodness. So, yeah, Mickey, I understand you can't force people. Odd is drinking the Dr. Pepper and cream soda right now. I know, customer service is hard to hide when you're having a bad day. Kathleen's working on Melody. She has lots of extras. Hey, Miss Soft Brown Crafts, good to see you. Hi, Bianca, welcome. Yeah, Jessica, like, I'm not opposed to people not wearing a mask. Like, don't take that from the story. It was more like the cashier could have just sweetly looked at me and said, you know, we're unable to require people to wear masks, and then left it at that. Like, she did not have to get that chin up, not look at me, like, face. I don't know. I was just like, Elliot says, I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a lady wearing a sleep eye mask as a face mask. He almost busted out laughing, but she was standing near me. Oh my goodness. Odd, I am working on a 5-panel, it was in the thumbnail. See, and it's popping drills like crazy, guys.
She's eating, so there must be food.
It's a 5-panel lighthouse. I know, Lynn, I'm so bad.
So are you full, I said?
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So I can have one of the pieces?
Yeah, Elizabeth, oh my gosh. And then there were other people who just were like, it was so funny is all the men were so polite and had all the masks on, and some men even had gloves on, and they were just like, get in and get out. They were there for the like 1 or 2 things for the night, but the women were like acting like it was Walmart. I don't know.
They want to get out of their misery. They're sick of the kids being home.
Hey, Crashly. Hey, Narita. Hey, Jamie. Hey, Kim. Oh, we got so many people who are coming in tonight. Woohoo. Hey, Mendy. Good to see you. Oh, my goodness, guys. So good to see you. Where do you get 5-panel? This one was from Huicam, but this was back like 18 months ago, and they're popping drill Armageddon. So like drills, I just touch it and drills pop. But I'm going to push through the pain. I'm going to get through it. Because I bought this thing, gosh darn it. It's not as bad as the penguin that I threw away. That was the only diamond painting I've thrown away, but I had to do it. Okay. So I am still looking for half circles. Oh, and how do you guys like my little baby pen? Is that not the cutest little baby pen you've ever seen? I got this from, guys, help me out. It's from Etsy. Jim's Handmade Pens, I think. It's Jim. I did get one from one of my other favorite stores. Another little baby one, because she added it on, like for $10 or something. I don't know where it went, but that one is too little. Like it's probably, you know, a good finger length shorter, but this one isn't so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna change colors because I don't want to have to do a seek and find and have to talk at the same time. Let's make sure this, nope, that's not the right color. Oh, there we go. I switched colors on myself. This is the plus side. Okay. I promise I will get this right eventually. Hi, Shirley. I'm so glad you're a new diamond painting addict. Woohoo! I know, it's a bite-sized pen. Crashly, have you ever thought of like cutting the pink pens in half and doing bite-sized pens? I don't know. Might be something to think about. So it's fun. What happened if you have a number that is, well, Robin, you just make it up. It is comfy because it sits where the dip is where it feels good. So I don't know how it would come across if it were like straight, but the curvature helps. Absolutely. So I, behind the scenes, have somebody who is helping me like look over my channel and see what I can do to help make it even better for you guys. And so that meant I was starting to think about what type of videos I want to do and get, you know, a little bit of a system down because our family continues to grow. And so I hope that I'll be able to release a video every Sunday called, because you guys really liked the stash video. So if you haven't watched it, I put up part 1 of 3 of my stash video. I wanted to do it in smaller chunks than one big long video. And I was like, you know, this is fun. I always like watching stash videos. So I decided that Sunday is going to be Stash and Sunday. What do you guys think of that? Stash and Sunday. So, maybe. Yeah, I wanted to ask a YouTube coach. Let me see here. Mine's not that small. Shirley, where do you get ornate pens? Are you talking about diamond painting pens? So, this is like a small part of my collection, but down below in my description, I have a couple links that you can go. I know Crashly, who's in here, she does, now this isn't one of hers, I'm waiting for one of hers, but she does like a polymer clay pen, which is similar to this. There's some Etsy stores that convert great pens into, what in the world is this? I don't know why I have a random color in there. So they convert these into diamond painting pens. And then you've got your acrylic blocks, and so they make these type of pens. So there's a whole gamut. There's a couple things down below to look. So what I thought, well, Crashly, my idea of Stash and Sundays is like broadening it beyond like the stash of the paintings. So like, what is my storage stash? Like, what are the 18 different ways I store drills? What is my pen stash? Like, I just gave you a small picture of what I have. So what do I like about them? What don't I like? Where I got them from? I thought, okay, what about my wax stash? You know, there's Beth's Whimsical Daisy, her wax, there's super sticky wax, there's pink wax, blue wax, there's wax containers, there's, you know, I thought about my tray stash. I have so many different kinds of trays, and so I thought, you know, washi tape stash, all that kind of thing. So I thought Stash and Sunday. What do you guys think? So, is there a stash wax? There will be. And then Tuesdays, I'm calling Tipsy Tuesday. Ah! So I thought I would try. It just depends on if I can find video timing. But I thought I would try to do Tuesdays, like different tips that have to do with diamond painting. It's overrun now. Oh, had a good sized tree to work with. So is there a snack stash? There will be. So yeah, that was my plan, Tipsy Tuesday, because we're gonna tip it on up, right? So bring your Dr. Pepper mixed with cream soda, bring your wine, bring your water, bring your coffee, whatever floats your boat. We're gonna get tipsy on tips on Tuesdays, and they're not lives, they're just video releases. And then of course we have Friday fun. So I knew what you meant, Diamond Art Addiction. Totally knew what you meant. Not a problem. So that's what I was hoping to do. Teresa, I know. I was going through, and so the next DP painting video I'm going to be doing are my like really big paintings that don't fit in that portfolio, and then the really small paintings. So it's going to be a little big, or what, you know, David versus Goliath, or whatever we want to call it. And then I call it like my box stash. So all the paintings that I'm keeping in a box. So Dreamer Design, Crystal Canvas, Diamond Art Club, all of those things.
Excuse me.
So I have this Get Your Big On that's happening, and then I have a collab with a friend that we're waiting to happen. The canvas we're doing is from Crystal Canvas with Amy Reed, and then she sold out. So we've been waiting for that 4,000 piece shipment to come in, which is going to be mid-May. So that will start up. It was supposed to be done around Earth Day, but then Corona hit. So yeah, we're doing that collab, and then in July, sweet Brian and I are going to do a mystery collab. And then I have something else in the works as well with two comrades. I don't know. I want to die being the collab queen. Hey Jamie, what's up? Oh, Principal Painter's here in the house. Woohoo! Rockin' sockin'. So I'm excited about that. But I thought I'd tell you a fun story. This is a story my daughter likes me to say over and over again from my childhood, being that it's the beginning of spring and people are starting to breathe the fresh air. Today it was almost 70 degrees. I went outside without a coat. I had flip-flops on. It was fantastic. And so I thought I would reminisce by sharing a story from my past. And it does not involve potatoes.
Are you sure?
Oh my goodness. Jamie, I am doing really well. Yes, Jamie Novick, please contact Crafts with Crashly. She would love your pink pens. Okay, so growing up, she still has a really big garden, but my mom had a garden and I loved it. I'd go out and pull the carrots up and eat them. She had, I would tip over back then, the big thing were those wood rails that make the wood rail fences, but you put them down as flower bed, borders. And I would like after it rained, I'd go out there and roll them over and all the slugs would be on them. And so then I'd like pick all the slugs up, and I don't know. I was a crazy kid. But I had a friend, my best friend, her name was Elizabeth, and we also have, I'm all over the place tonight. Sorry, I'm trying to read chat and everything. Okay, so that's the backstory, that my mom had a garden. Then my best friend Elizabeth, we grew up from 1st grade to 6th grade as best friends. She lived 2 blocks over. This was back in the day that you could go down the street and not think a murderer is going to attack you. We'd ride our bikes together. We'd go to the park. All that fun stuff. Well, in my bedroom, the room I shared with my sister, was also the linen closet. And so that's where, it was huge. Where all the towels and the sheets, and then the bottom 2 shelves were a lot of our toys and stuffed animals, and then the top 2 shelves were like the toilet paper, paper towels, and medicine. And in the medicine area were, you know, like eye drops and extra toothpaste and alcohol, like the alcohol and all that, Band-Aids, all that kind of stuff. So reconnect, people. Reconnect. Okay. There we go. My phone was saying it's disconnected. All right. There we go. So I don't know where it disconnected. Woo! There you go. You're on a fun ride. Okay. So my best friend and I decided that we were going to make Miracle-Gro for my mom's plants. So we got a bowl and we put water and dirt and made this mud mixture. We added red berries from our next door neighbor's bushes. Then we decided that we would add, you know, a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So we added some flower petals. We added some wood chips from the mulch. Bye, Jamie. Have a good night. And so we were mixing this up, and it was like sludge. It was so nasty. And then we decided we needed secret ingredients because it has to grow the plants. So we went into the kitchen and we added like a couple spaghetti noodles broken up. We put some, you know, some spices we found, some pepper, different things like that. And then we decided, no, we need top secret. And so we went into the medicine cabinet and we got eye drops. We did a squirt of toothpaste. We did a touch of the rubbing alcohol, and we mixed this mud mixture up. This is our Miracle-Gro. So my mom probably spent $100 to $200 a year. That was her splurge on her flower bed. So we took this sludge and we went and put it around every single flower in the front. I mean, it was probably 50 or 60 flowers in the front flower bed. And that was it. So we went back to playing. The next day, my mom comes out and literally every single one of her flowers was dead. I mean, dried up, dead. Like, we poisoned them. And she was like, she didn't know we had made this sludge. So she's like, what the heck happened to my flowers? And she's sitting there going, this wasn't a squirrel, this wasn't a rabbit. And so she then starts looking up close, and there's like mud patties where her flowers used to be. And then she looks closer. There's like bits of spaghetti noodles and all this stuff. I'm sorry. I'm just remembering her face. And I was hiding in the house and I heard her through the window because we didn't have air conditioning and the windows were open. And she's like, Jennifer! Like, oh my gosh. Yeah, let's just say yeah. So my daughter loves that story, and I don't know. It was something. Yeah. Yeah, miracle kill, not miracle grow. No kidding. So I'm sure the plants would have been fine if it was just like the mud and berries, but you start adding rubbing alcohol and spaghetti noodles and pepper. I don't know. Yeah, it was crazy. I don't remember what she did after that. Like, I don't remember a punishment or anything, but I do remember not seeing Elizabeth for a while. I went over to her house. She didn't come over to ours. So it was interesting. So, yeah, no potatoes, but definitely. Oh, Crashly, you want me to send you some Miracle Grow? I can do that. I'm kidding. I know you're talking about your pink pens. But I can make you up a special batch. So yeah, that's my funny story for tonight. I thought I would share it with you at the beginning of the growing season. Make sure you don't add eye drops or toothpaste or spaghetti noodles to your Miracle Grow because it's not going to work. Been there, done that, and nailed it. I remember another story from my childhood was my parents got this it was like 6 feet wide, and message me. Oh yeah, guys, thank you for the thumbs up. Really appreciate that. So another story from my past is we had this like 6 foot around swimming pool that was about 2 feet deep, and it was the kind you needed to fill up completely so the sides stayed up, otherwise they fell down because it was just this cheap plastic. And I don't know how many gallons, but a lot. And so my parents said that we were not allowed to fill this up unless the weather looked good enough for us to play in it for a couple days in a row, because they didn't want to waste that much water just for us to play in it for like an hour. And then I remembered that we were going to go out of town. Now, I'm from Ohio. We were going to go to Michigan. And my father had emptied the pool out. But my sister and I wanted to still play in the pool. And so I, being the older sister, made the executive decision that I was, oh, Tia, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love you too. I can't wait to come out back with you in October. Thank you so much. So I decided I would make the executive decision as the older sibling, because my sister and I, quote, I wanted to swim that day, and it was the day before we were ready to leave to go to Michigan. And yeah, I'm taking Ashley's spot. We're going out back. Or no, it wasn't the day before. It was the day of, because my dad was working and we were going to Michigan when my dad came home from work. And so that morning I decided we're going to fill up the pool. So I put the hose in the pool and turned it on, but I didn't want my mom to know because I wasn't supposed to fill it without permission. I'm a little sneaky. And so the pool started filling up, but then we got busy because we had to pack. My mom wouldn't let us get into our swimsuits. I tried to say, we're just going to run through the sprinklers because she didn't know I was filling up the pool. And then I completely forgot that I was filling up the pool. So my dad came home. We were packed. We got in the car. We left for Michigan. Guess what was still on, people? OMG. That water was on for 4 days. The backyard was flooded. And the water bill was through the roof. And so, needless to say, I got in big trouble. Oh my goodness. I wasn't allowed to touch anything for like 3 months without asking permission. Like, you want silverware? You need to ask for it. You want a plate? You need to ask for it. Oh yeah. Yeah. It was crazy big. Like, we're talking probably close to $1,000. Thankfully, I remembered and confessed while we were in Michigan, and so they were able to call someone to come over and turn it off. But it was almost 4 complete days before that happened. Yeah. Yeah, I'm still alive, Lynn. Some kind of scam word. Yes, Mickey. Hi, Marianne. Good to see you. Mindy's done that with the horse water tank so many times. Oh my goodness. I don't know. It's just these memories are just stuck in my head. And maybe I was always meant to be a therapist because I used to use my words to get myself in trouble. And spanking didn't help me. Grounding didn't help. So my parents decided that I would have to write sentences. So every time I would sass, I would get another 50 to 100 added on. And I think at one point, my dad had the old computer paper when printers came out that had the little dots in it on the sides, and then had the green and white stripes, and then the dots would go on the gears and it would, you know, turn it. I'm really bad at sound effects, people. So it was crazy. And so he had gotten that paper, and it was probably the size of this light pad, 30 by 40, 40 by 50, each sheet of paper. And so I ended up at one point, I think, owing them 2,500 sentences. And I would I would start on the outside, and I was trying to get creative. I'd go all the way around the page and make these circular spirals, or I would see how many sentences could I fit in one space, or I'd do I down, will, all the way down, not, speak, back, to, my mom. So it was crazy. But there was one time they made me write a Bible verse, Philippians 2:5, and it was, your attitude should be the same as Christ Jesus our Lord. And I wrote that so many times that it is burned into my head, that the first time my pastor spoke on it in church, I literally wanted to leave because I started having a panic attack. I'm like, Jesus is looking into my soul. Oh my goodness. I'm like, it was crazy. So what are you guys up to? I've just been chit-chatting. Hey, Caitlin, good to see you. So Angie wants to know if anyone can give her advice on a good 2-in-1 laptop that has a webcam for a reasonable price and where. Jamie said she would double space. Lynn says her foster kid would turn on the garden hose and Lynn would find it. Angie hopes more people will do whipping chats since we're working on big paintings. I know, right?
Don't forget about charcoal hash browns.
Um,
You're gonna have to wait till Mom's
so,
done. So you can put
what
on
are you
home
guys
improvement shows.
up to? Ooh, Mary Ann's taking on newborn kittens. Mary Ann, why are you doing that? Did your kitty cat have kittens or someone you know? Do you just like newborn kittens? Give us more details, please. Mindy is taking a break from Melody, and eating popcorn. Ooh, popcorn is good. I went through about 5 nights straight where even though it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, I still made some popcorn because it just sounded so good. That's what happens when you have insomnia. You eat popcorn. Lynn would like to know if there's any extra popcorn. Diamond Art Addiction says, me, I got some whipping chats coming, Angie. That's all right, Diamond Art Addiction. I'd kick it out if it wasn't appropriate. That's okay. So head on over to Diamond Art Addiction soon. Tia says, that's a great idea, actually. More whipping chats. The principal painter says her pastor started talking about a sinful show called Sex in the City. I was like, oh, snap. Mary Ann found the kitties in the backyard while cleaning. Jamie says she's hinting to her husband that she wants a webcam so she can start YouTube. Ooh. Marian says there were 4, but sadly 1 died. Aw, but thankfully you're there to take care of the other 3. Otherwise, they sound like they'd be all by themselves. Poor kitties. Crashly says she has to keep chasing her kitten around now that she's mobile. Ooh, squirrel jokes. Is new to diamond painting, but has become an addict and would love whipping chats. Amen, squirrel jokes. And Diamond Art Addiction is working on her big painting and munching on carrots. Yes, I need to do a few whipping chats too, but I don't know. After talking on Zoom, which feels like I'm talking to myself all the time, it's been really hard for me to get in the mood for whipping chats. So that's why I was like, well, maybe if I just make longer videos about things with purpose. I don't know. And I'm like, well, if I went and did, what do you call them? It just left my brain. What do you call those things? The list of stuff. It literally left my head. When there's lots of questions and you answer a tag. Oh my goodness. I don't know why that was such a hard word for me to get out of my head. Okay, it flicked off the 1 diamond I didn't want flicked off, and the other one stayed. Get back here. Love your channel name. Yep, Diamond Art Addiction is all about squirrels. Mindy said she had to chase a creature out of her yard last night. Okay, stop running after your husband. He will come back. Oh my goodness. Marianne says, my dog is my helper. She licks them and cuddles them. Angie's eating chocolate-covered Nutter Butters. Well, you're welcome, Squirrel. We're so glad you're here and part of our family. You know, if you want to hang around, I'd love to have you as a subscriber. Hit the bell. It'll notify you. I go live every Friday from 9 to 10. And then I also do some whip and chat, some tips, some unboxings, some finishes, just all that fun stuff. It's a great group of people to connect with. Melodies of May will have whip and chats. Woohoo! Lynn says, what kind of creature? How's Ruby? Was it Kerwin? It was furry. Oh, if it was furry, that's just Angie before she shaved. Sorry, Angie. Hey, Robert. Oh, Lynn says, I just woke up Steve from laughing. He mumbled, quit it. Tell Steve it's okay, honey. We're not making fun of him. I'm just chewing the fat. Definitely not enough jats. Excuse me, my chocolate-covered Nutta Butters. Why do I not know about those? Exactly, Laura. Exactly. I love Nutta Butters. Why didn't I know about the chocolate-covered ones? Crashly says, I keep telling him to stop going into other women's backyards at night. Jamie says, I love this community, and Teresa is laughing. Exactly, Principal Painter. Exactly. I am getting the Red Riding Hood one. The others are beautiful, but I can pass on them right now. And normally I don't get a lot of Hannah Lynn's. I think I have 2 of them. One was a sneak peek, and then one I purchased. But the Red Riding Hood one, I don't know what about it, just jumped out at me. And I haven't watched, but I think Shine Like a Diamond was the one that had the sneak peek, which I'm really glad that they sent it to her. But I haven't seen her video yet. I'm a little behind on videos. DDC is killing you. Yep. Robert's having fun. Angie says that's okay. All right, good. You're not going to kill me. I just thought it was so funny what you said. So, these hearts upside down look like diamonds because I can't see the top of the heart. So I'm going to flip this over. I want that cat. What cat do you want? Oh, now I know what you're talking about. Mindy's holding out for the 6th. Cross her fingers. Yeah, what do you think the 6th one's gonna be? What do you hope it is? There was a Beauty and the Beast one that was shown today. Yes, Beth. Red Riding Hood is a must. Crashly said the Mad Hatter. Oh my gosh, Angie said these cookies are so good. Never had the chocolate cover. Oh my gosh, Angie, I'm over. I'm like rowing my boat over to you. Mad Hatter. Well, Crashly, you've seen my Mad Hatter. It's still my fave. It's hanging up in my family room. DAC said it's a turtle. What? A turtle? Are you kidding? Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, I may have to pull the wife card tonight. I say that because my husband's right here. He knows I don't do that to him. He supports me in my addiction. I support him in his.
I don't have it anymore. I gave up mine.
A sea turtle? I may have to get that. You get so much done. Oh, I'm glad. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Laura has a sea turtle tattoo. Your mouth to mouth them, Laura. From the Mad Hatter. Do chocolate covered ones contain milk? Serious question. Can't have dairy and love none of. That's a good question, Squirrel. Ooh, Lynn has a turtle named Stubby. If it's Lynn. Oh my goodness. If it's a turtle, I have to get it. Like, look. Maybe that's what I should name my tray, Lynn, in honor of you. This is Stubby the turtle. How's that? I hope I can remember that name. Diamond Art Addiction is supposed to be on a no-buy, but she doesn't have the strength to resist. You can do it, Diamond Art Addiction. Mindy said, where did you hear that, Kathleen? Jamie said, so does my husband. And no, my husband did not give up his addiction. And Angie, thankfully, looked up the ingredients and says she's not seeing any milk in the ingredients. Thanks for checking. And Robert is laughing at all of us. Principal Painter says, it's my birthday month, Hubs. Exactly. Well, it's my birthday year. Oh. So funny. All right, so I can't wait to get to the lighthouse. This one doesn't have the lighthouse in it. So I'm hoping it has confetti, and it's the kind that is crazy because you think you got them all, and then boom, there's another bunch right there. You're like, dang it. So that's why there's these little openings over here, because I refused to pull those out and thought I'm just going to wait until I pull them out for this area. I can only do so much. And then my brain's like, I gotta put this under some heavy books tonight, and hopefully that'll help some of the popping drills. For those of you who are new to diamond painting, popping drills normally happen with square drills. It's when the drills are either slightly bigger than they should be, or they have extra plastic somewhere on them. Or they don't have a completely flat bottom. So then when you put them next to each other, they pop up because they don't have any tension, like any stretch. And I think what happened is they put the adhesive on, because you can see it's a little bit, ooh, you have a turtle mold coming? I might have to call out to you. So it's a little bit wrinkled, and usually that means that they put the adhesive on before the canvas, when they printed the ink on it, it didn't have time to cool as well as it should have. And then when they put the adhesive on, that part stuck, and then this part, I don't know, something happened and it's misshapen. So I think that's probably what happened, because all around it's not bubbled, it's like curved, like wavy. And so that means there's more canvas here, not stretched, than in here. This part tightened up. I hope that made sense. Principal Painter says it's her birthday decade. Jamie says, Diamond Art Addiction, love your resins. I need a Baby Yoda. Wendy Iris Art, I love you and you're all. Thank you, Wendy. Diamond Art Addiction said, I can get a Baby Yoda. She can do it. She's got the goods. She has the hookup. Kathleen said it was in someone's comment on, it was on someone's comment. DAC commented on and said it was a sea turtle. Jamie said, I will be buying my Baby Yoda. Love that baby. Mindy says, shoot, no Chuck. Maybe next week, says Lynn. Oh, Laura says, I wonder if it's celebration of the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Angie double checked squirrel and said, oops, sorry, looked again and there's non-fat milk in it. Yvonne said she did 4 DACs recently, now digging into Treasure Studio art. Yay! Well, squirrel, I don't think it's more difficult. I think it's more tedious. Like, you have to pay attention a little bit more. But but maybe that's me. Yeah, and a lot of it also depends on the company you purchased from, as far as if the drills are high enough quality that they're not going to give you pain in placement. So definitely try it. I think you'll like it. Some people, even when they do try it, it's not like they hate it. They just have more of a preference. I find round I can do faster, but I really do enjoy the square. It is my favorite. So, good night, Jamie. Thanks for coming in. It was so good to see you. I'm about ready to head out. It's almost 10 o'clock. So, guys, please, I'd love if you gave me a thumbs up. Just kind of let me know if you liked this video, want me to keep doing them. If you're new to the channel, I'd love to have you as part of the family, as a subscriber. I'm here every Friday, unless it's, dubbed family night or a holiday, for Friday fun from 9 to 10 Eastern. Thanks, Bianca. It was good to have you here. Yeah, so I love you all. Thank you so, so much. And I hope to see you guys soon. I have some videos coming out, some more stash videos, and lots of fun coming up on the channel. Let you know I also have an Instagram, which is DP_addiction_adventure. I also have a Facebook page and a Facebook group. Facebook group is Creative Craft with a K, Addictions, and the Facebook page is DP Addiction Adventures. We have lots of fun in our group. Crashly and Creative Mayhem are my cohorts in that group, and we have some really fun stuff coming up. So definitely check out that group. So good night, everybody. I love you all. Hopefully I got all that information out. Otherwise, check the description down below. Hit the little carrot down below and it'll show you all the details I just gave you. So until next time, be blessed. Take care. I love you all. Bye-bye.